down the title.
Thank you so much for staying with us. The organization Silence is Not an Option, or SINO, frequently hosts thought leaders and global experts right here in our local community for audience-engaged conversations. And tomorrow night, former South Carolina Governor, Nobel Prize recipient David Beasley will address world hunger as well as other issues, another SINO event. And so joining us today to talk more about what will happen tomorrow is Mackie Krawcheck, one of the members of SINO. Mackie, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So first of all, for someone who might not be familiar with SINO, Silence is Not an Option, tell us more about the organization.
I would love to. Silence is Not an Option it started with an email from a woman who was concerned that nobody was doing anything about the enormous divide in our country between the left and the right and the far left and the far right. And she sent out an email and said, silence can no longer be an option. We have to do something. And a couple other people sent emails out and, kind of got passed down. And when we showed up for the first meeting, over 400 people were there.
A lot of people wanted to be in conversation.
A lot of people wanted to be in conversation because I think everybody was struggling with the divide and with the fact that there was so much anger and so much hate, not only within the parties, but also within the factions within the parties.
So one of the things that you've decided to do are have conversations, and these are conversations with people who are considered leaders, thought leaders, who instigate tough conversations. And one of those persons is former South Carolina Governor David Beasley. This will happen tomorrow night. Why did you decide the former governor should be a part of this conversation?
Well, first of all, we're so lucky that he is blessing us with this talk, and we really our goal is that we want to bring together anybody from the left, the right, the middle, anywhere, the 75% of us that aren't on the fringes and aren't furious. There was a big gap there because the fringes are the ones that speak the loudest. And so when you hear about a Democrat and you're a Republican, you're looking at one small group of people and thinking that represents the whole party. And the Democrats are doing the same thing. Most people, and it is about a 75% group, is somewhere near the middle and wants to get along and wants to reach across the aisle and wants to work together to get us out of this impossible situation that we're in now.
So the former governor will talk about the issues of hunger around the world, a global aspect on hunger. Let's give people an idea if they want to participate tomorrow, if they want to be at this event, this conversation with former Governor Beasley, date, time, location, and how they can register.
Great. It is tomorrow evening, 6 to 7:30 at the Circular Church downtown, 150 Meeting Street. And you can buy, it's complimentary.
Right, but
so
you can register.
You can register for tickets by going to our under construction website, which is www.sinochs.com.
Okay. All right. Mackie, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I will be a part of that conversation as well. Again, this is a conversation with former South Carolina Governor David Beasley at the Circular Congregation Church tomorrow evening. Stay with us. There's a lot more of News to It 4 after a quick break.